Hey guys, welcome to another video of Garden Obsessions. Today we're going to attempt to do some microgreens. Something we've been wanting to try for quite a bit now. Today's the day we're going to go ahead and try it. We get some mild mix microgreens and some hot mix microgreens. These take about 3 to 7 days to germinate and are ready for harvest in about 16 to 20, 25 days. We're going to do a couple of different methods that we learned from different channels. Not taking anything directly from anyone, but we're just going to try to kind of do our own thing. We're going to use these little mason jars that we found. Comes in this little set right here. We got this at Hobby Lobby. Don't remember how much we cost. It was very inexpensive. Just something we're going to use to try to have a little bit of decor to go along with it. So let's get started with this thing. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, hopefully you guys can follow along. Kind of a weird way of how I'm going to do this. So I got this right here. It's kind of a netting. I think the best thing to use would probably be like an outdoor window screen or something like that. You can cut it to its size. All I have is this material. I'm not driving out today. It's kind of raining, didn't want to leave, but I found this to work on one of the first ones I did. I'm gonna show you how we use that in a few minutes. First thing I'm gonna do is, if you've never heard of this, it's a Vermis Terra compost tea. I've heard it works miracles. I saw it used in a couple other methods that people were doing. So we're gonna go ahead and try this real quick. And what I'm gonna do basically, before I close these up, do about a small, about half a tablespoon or maybe a teaspoon. Not really gonna measure it. Like I said, this is all testing purposes to see how we get this going. So we're gonna add some of that in each one. Now the way I'm gonna do this is with this screen here, is I'm gonna put it over the top, and then as you can see, this lid, it has like a kind of a grid with some opening there. There's no nothing in there to stop it from coming out. So I'm gonna kind of put this over this, and at the same time I'm gonna push the screen down a little bit down to where we want the water level to come up and over the screen just a bit. So I think that's far enough down. So what I'm gonna do is, as I start twisting, it's gonna want to pull the screen up a little bit, but I'm gonna keep forcing it down so it stays down below the top of the lid there. I think that's pretty good there. That'll be submerged in the water. And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna grab a box cutter here and cut the excess. And the reason I said use a window screen or something like that is because this material, I just found out when I did the first one, it's a kind of a cloth material. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it tends to want to absorb the water, and it will absorb the water right from inside the jar and pour it out the side if you got all this excess material there. So we're just gonna cut this off completely, get rid of it. All right, now that I got them both cut, I got both the screens in there and the compost tea in there. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up with water. Make sure you have a surface that you don't mind getting wet, because it's obviously going to get wet. And I'm gonna fill it up just to where the water is over the screen, or maybe to the top of the lid. Just depends on how much of the seed you want to get in the water. All right, let me get the second one here. Now, like I said, with this material, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more, because the material does want to soak up the water. And I have noticed that it was dripping just a little bit, but not as much as when I had the excess material there. Like I said, if you use a window screen, it'd probably be perfect. That's not going to absorb anything, and you could probably just cut it perfectly to how you want it and fit the lid over it. And you can use any jars with this. So now I got my seeds over here. I had these soaking in water. They've been soaking now for about 20-30 minutes. These are the microgreens. These are coated. You can buy some that are non-coated. But we're gonna go ahead and all we're gonna do is just put the seeds right in the water there. Dropped a little bit there. All right, so there's the first one there. put the next group of seeds in this one here. Now this may be more seeds than what I need, but like I said, this is the first time we're doing this. We're gonna see what we get. It's probably more than enough, but like I said, we're testing this out. If it takes, it takes, and we'll know how to do this, and then we'll try a different method if this doesn't work. All right, guys, so we got our 3 jars here. They go in this nice little caddy here, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna put them underneath the lights here. This light that I have here, it's a Fairy Morse seed starting light. Bought it at Lowe's, 30, 40 bucks. I think it was on sale for 30 bucks. Original price is like $40. We're gonna use these lights. I've got a couple other lights that we're using for seedlings. We're gonna put these under here for now. In 4 days, we're gonna come back and we're gonna add some Vermistera tea and see how that does. Like I said, a couple of different methods that I picked up was adding the tea at 4 days is probably gonna benefit it the most. But we'll come back in 4 days and take a look at it. All right, it is day 4, and here's what we got so far. And today we're gonna add the Vermistera earthworm casting tea, and we'll come back and check on it in about 4 or 5 more days. All right, so this is day number 8 with these guys. You can see there's a little more activity after I put the compost tea in there at day 4. You can see a lot more activity with the roots. They're starting to come out a lot more. We'll come back and check on these guys again later. Okay, so it's day 21, and this is what we got so far. A little bit less than what I expected. I think we're gonna try something different on the next go around. Is not use the So Easy. Those things are made with clay, lime, and perlite. So it kind of, I think it took a little bit longer for them to germinate, and didn't really germinate as much as I wanted to. But like I said, this is a test. We tried it out. This is what we got so far. They're pretty, they look healthy. They look good. Just as you can see in there, a lot of them didn't germinate. So there's still quite a bit of seeds in there that still needed to take off, that just didn't quite get there. And I think, like I said, that So Easy coating kind of delayed it from actually germinating. But like I said, this is what we got so far. What we're gonna do on the next one is we're gonna try something different. I've got this tray here. This is made for microgreens. So we're gonna do the same method we did in the jars. We're just gonna do it different here. We're gonna fill this up with the water here. This tray will sit right on top with just enough water to coat the seeds, and then we'll do the same compost and the tea mixture that we did to get these to go, and see if we can get a lot more going. The difference with these is I'm not going to use the So Easy, the coated seeds. I'm going to use the actual seeds. I've ordered a whole bunch of them, just waiting for those to come in. We'll do another video on that and see what it looks like. But overall, I think these came out pretty good. Like I said, this was the hot mix, and these were the mild mix. On the hot mix, there was a little more, the other colors were supposed to be, you can see this one here, a little darker. Actually, a lot of them didn't really come up. They're supposed to be a little bit darker. And this is what we got so far. They actually taste pretty good. They're got a little bit of spice to it. We're gonna go ahead and try these probably with the salad either today or tomorrow. We're just gonna trim them up and get them out of here, and that way we can start with the next, like I said, the next method that I want to try. But just something new we're trying, something we've been wanting to do. The other thing I forgot to mention was just all the roots on this thing. Absolutely crazy. As you can see, this one had more seeds than the mild mix. The mild mix, I mixed them both up, but for some reason there's still as much roots, which leads me to believe that, like I said, this one didn't, they didn't germinate as much as the ones I have over here. And like I said, with the coating, I don't think it worked as well as I wanted it to work. But we're gonna try the different method next time. Hopefully we get a whole bunch more going and we can start using this stuff. Like I said, we wanna start We've always ate healthy, but just starting to get this stuff in the house, and you know, cooking a little bit healthier, getting the vegetable garden going as well. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We definitely appreciate you watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.